This is a story about a band that could have become truly famous. A band that could have breathed new life into grindcore, made it powerful, melodic, technical, maybe even pop influenced. But everything collapsed right when things started to work. When the machine finally hit the rails and started to roll, that's when the stake was driven into the heart of the monster named Nothing. In this video I'll try to tell you a short but important story of this band, who played in it, who left, who joined, what they managed to release, and why their path toward becoming genre-defining legends was suddenly cut short. I tell you how the band influenced the extreme music scene of the post-Soviet place. You probably haven't looked at these questions from this angle before, right? This story is a sad one, so grab your tissues and maybe a bucket for the tears.
I'll be damned if I was gonna let tragedy be the legacy of Nasum, you know?
And if you'd like to support the author, help me keep making you interesting content and allow me to short with decent equipment, please consider supporting me on Buy Me Coffee. Your donation will go straight into the work. Especially now, I am planning a trip to Obscene Extreme Festival in the Czech Republic, where I'll be filming every day. That takes time, money and energy to edit it all into something cool. So don't be shy, support the creator on the platform. There isn't much information about the band. I remember a journalist friend of mine from Minsk once interviewed Nasum via email. He sent off his questions and got a reply with 13 minutes. He was thrilled until he opened the file. The answers were brutally short. Yes, no, maybe. Of course, the interview was published, but it took up only half a page in a A4 paper magazine. The journalist had expected more, so did the readers, but I'll do my best not to disappoint you. I'll tell you a few stories you've likely never heard. The band was called Nasum, which by the way means nose in Latin. It's pronounced nothing like it look, Nachsum.
But what we really need now is the perfect Nasum.
The band was formed in Sweden in 1992 by two members of the death metal band Necrony, Anders Jakobsson and Richard Ulriksson. In 1993 they were joined by Meshka Talarchik, and that's when everything truly began. No disrespect to the other members, but the group story really revolves around Talarchik. He became the engine, the driver and the face of Nasum. At first he wasn't even the frontman, but after Richard left in 1995, Anders moved to drums and Meshka picked up the guitar and microphone. They started with short releases, splits and EPs, one of the first being with Agatha Class. And in 1998 they released the full light Inhale Exhale, which became a real breakthrough. That album landed them a deal with Relapse Records. Then came Human 2.0 in 2000. Helvete 2003. And finally Shift 2004. These albums solidify their reputation as kings of Swedish grindcore. They toured worldwide, even in Japan. They went head-to-head with giants like Napalm Death and Brutal Through. What made them special? Their sound was distinct, dirty yet cleanly mixed, aggressive yet calculated, politically furious yet musically precise. It was totally sonic house, but you could still hear every note and every word. And again, that was Mieszka's doing. He opened his own studio, Sound Lab. There he not only recorded Nazum, but produced countless other Swedish metal acts. He was a true force within the scene. As I said, the band never stopped touring or recording, and in December 2004, the members took some time off. Mieszka went on vacation to Thailand. Tragically, that was when one of the deadliest natural disasters in history struck, the Indian Ocean tsunami. Mieszka was at the epicenter.
Der er jo ikke noe. Det var lite modell. Ja, det er en fjerde part, femte part. Oi! Denne slo mye nærmere land.
He drowned. His body was found only a month later. And with his death, the band died too. That was it. The end. Could they have continued without him? They couldn't. They couldn't try to ride the media wave after this death. They didn't try to capitalize on tragedy. Was that the right call? You decide. Still, in 2012, the band returned for one final farewell tour with Rotten Sounds vocalist Keijo Ninima. And it actually sounded very close to the original.
July 2010, I think it was. This was the place. Or possibly somewhere else.
Could they have recorded new material? Technically, sure, but without Mieszka, it would be like building a car without an engine. You could build the shape, even recreate the sound, but it wouldn't be Nasum, and they knew that. Maybe it was out of respect, maybe out of despair, or maybe both. In the end, they finished their anniversary tour and shut the project down for good.
Something that Mieszko would be proud that we did. I mean, you have to think about that.
And yet, Nasum left a massive mark on the genre. You can't hear their influence in Rotten Sound, Warm Rot, Anti-Gamma, Trap Them and Pig Destroyer, but there's something no one else will tell you. Their influence reached deep into the post-Soviet scene. Even though Russia, Ukraine and Belarus weren't known for metal and didn't have a real music industry, people still listened to Nasum and they were inspired. For example, Amatori, one of the biggest Russian-language alternative bands, used to cover Nasum in their early days. Sadly, I couldn't find any footage or recordings, as I remember the guys from St. Petersburg didn't add much to the original and fans didn't really connect with it. Maybe that's why the cover disappeared over time. I remember the first time I heard Nasum. I was still in school. It blew my mind. I started my first band. We tried to sound like them. It wasn't great, but the spirit was there. We even played Final Sleep. In my case, the audio survived, but sadly no video. Phones had cameras back then, but we didn't think it was important. What a shame. So here's my question to you. If Nasum had continued without Mieszka, would you have accepted it? Or would it be a different band entirely? Did Rotten Sound replace Nasum for you? Let me know. once again, if you like this story, support me on Buy Me Coffee. I don't do paywalled content, but your support helps me make more, especially now with the Obscene Extreme trip to film and edit a full festival report. Everything takes time, money and energy, so if you want to help, thank you. It means a lot, thanks for watching. Grind lives, Nasum forever.